Welcome back to Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. I'm Flex, and today we're diving into a full top-down analysis on Bitcoin. We're going to start from the higher time frames, work our way down to the lower time frames, and check to see if we find any good setups. Now remember, this is not financial advice, and I'm not a financial advisor. Alright guys, it's about 5:47 p.m. Eastern time. The price of Bitcoin is currently at 109,454, and it's not looking too good. Tomorrow, we're going to be having the 2-week candle close in about a day and 3 hours, and the stochastics are on the way down. The RSI is on the way down. We currently have a wick with a red candle, most likely a red engulfing candle. This could also be tweezer tops. 21 moving averages at 101,660. So it looks like we might be going down to there. And the weekly chart tomorrow, we also close looking like an evening star as well. This could also be a possible head and shoulder pattern. We're losing the 21 moving average at 111,170. Stochastics are low, but it looks like we're about to roll over, and the RSI is on the way down. Maybe tomorrow we start to get a move up, and all of a sudden we're back above the 21 moving average, and then things will be different. But for right now, this is the way it looks. We head over to the 3-day chart. We see that the stochastics never made it up. We started to roll over. RSI is on the way down. We lost a 21 moving average. We're currently losing the 50 moving average as well. This closes today in about 2 hours and 10 minutes. If we close like this is obviously going to be very bearish. On the 2-day chart, stochastics still need more room to continue going down. We lost the 80 moving average. We haven't been able to regain it again. We wicked down from here. That's currently at 109,594. If we lose this completely, our next stop is the 100 moving average at 104,381. So a lot of things is pointing for us to go down to 104k. The 1-day chart, stochastics are down, but it looks like we're going to drag here. RSI kind of looked like it was curving up. Now we're rolling over. We lost all the moving averages here. Yesterday we made a little green candle. Now we're giving back some of that today. The 200 moving average is at 104,284. This looks like a head and shoulder as well. This was an Adam and Eve double top. It kind of looks like we might be either going sideways or waiting for the 200 moving average to catch up to price, or we're probably just going to dip down to this 200 moving average. We lose this, we're going to be severely bearish here. If we see the other time frames, we see that the 22-hour chart, stochastics are low, but we're kind of forming a bear flag here. I was talking about that yesterday on the 4-hour chart, a bear flag forming. Stochastics here are starting to double bottom. Let's see what ends up happening on the 12-hour chart, 10-hour chart. We were on the way up. Now it looks like we're about to roll over. That's looking bearish. 8-hour chart looks like we want to roll over as well. 6-hour chart is already rolling over. And on the 4-hour chart, this is where I gave you guys a bear flag that takes us down to 104k. And as you can see, it's been tracing the bear flag pretty precisely here. And what's bad here, which looks like we might be playing out that bear flag, is because the stochastics are already getting to the top. And just look how little these green candles are. We never even made it to the 21 moving average. So if we get all the way to the top of the stochastics and we can't even touch the 21 moving average, that when the stochastics are on the way down, that means we're just going to fall down, which would make sense for this bear flag and this measured move. Now I had here a potential inverted head and shoulder just as a savior to see if maybe this is what gets us out of the mud. It's still in play. You know, we would have to come up, and we have to come up at least to the 200 moving average. I would even say probably to this 80 moving average, and then fall down to make that right shoulder. So I still have some hope that this might happen, but right now we have to give the odds to the bear flag. The bear flag is currently winning at the moment. We head over to the 1-hour chart. Stochastics are getting toppy. We really can't get above this 21 moving average. Again, we just been going sideways. We can see the bear flag here a little bit better, more of a closer view how we've been tracing it here. And then if we go to the 15-minute chart, stochastics are going to the top as well. Here is the only thing that looks a little bit bullish, is we kind of regained all the averages here, so we're currently on top, but I'm not liking this wick. We had no strength here. Let's see what ends up happening. Maybe we can make a bigger move up, and maybe we could get above 110. What I want for today is for us to at least close above 110k. We've been holding 109k support pretty good. We haven't been really falling below that, but we need to get to 110,500, 111,000 as soon as we can, so that we can stay in that range between 110 and 120. Right now we're playing below 110, so chances are we could go and play around with 105k, 104k, 100k. All right guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe, and if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.